Just waiting.
Your reasons for listening to this show, well, those are your own. But just keep in mind that the views, information, or opinions expressed on the Tuddle Daily Podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of our sponsors. Yeah, it's called free speech, people. Nobody's forcing you to listen.
Get ready for your daily dose of Tuddle.
The all-time greatest intern/producer we've ever had, of course, Tuddle. Tuddle in Florida.
From the Hobo Fish Camp, it's the Tuddle Daily Podcast.
No wonder nobody likes you, Tuddle. Everything's a goddamn debate.
Kinda is. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Greetings and welcome. Welcome to another edition of the Tuddle Daily Podcast. A couple of ways you can get a hold of me. You can email me, Tuddle. That's Tuddle with two D's, Tuddle at gmail.com, or you can leave me a voicemail, 407-270-3044. Once again, that is 407-270-3044. I got an interview coming up later on in the show. What's going on? Spice Boys Gold Mike Doorstop. That is something that I'm wanting to do with the new show. The new show that I'm doing is that I'm going to get out there and I'm going to do a lot of extra content that I can play, because I just don't want it to be me in front of a microphone for 2 hours just talking. I mean, because that would be boring all by myself. So, and I'm also open to like all types of suggestions, what times maybe work. Trying to feel this whole thing out. I really am just trying to get this whole thing working out here. Let me see if I can play some of my other music. Here we go. Yeah. But yeah, coming up, I got an interview with a guy. He's I don't want to say he is a conspiracy theory guy, but he believes in ancient technology, like what ended up, creating the Great Pyramids, or, some of these superstructures that we see now. Because look how long it's taken for them to do the road, the I-4 Ultimate Project in Orlando. And a bunch of Egyptians with slaves were able to put, like, I don't know, I think they said that thing weighs like 100,000 tons or even more. It's really, really crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to play that later on, and hopefully I'll also be able to play some of the NASCAR video, because tonight is the duels, the duel races out in Daytona, which is one of the best races. Yeah, shit, they've been working on that since 2017. Yeah, definitely late night vibes. I was watching a lot of the Olympics. I don't know. Are a lot of you guys Winter Olympic fans, or do you like the Summer Olympics? I know a lot of people love the Summer Olympics. But I was watching the curling. I can't believe the American women. The American women ended up losing to Canada in the gold medal match in hockey. And yeah, definitely the Canadians got us. What up, France Scott? France Scott, how are you, buddy? But it's just been crazy watching it. And I saw somebody post something the other day, and it kind of makes a lot of sense. Do you guys remember the woman, the track and field girl that her mom had just recently died, and she wanted to smoke a little bit of weed? She smoked a little bit of weed, people. That's all she did. She smoked a little bit of weed. And then what ended up happening, she ended up getting banned. She could not participate in the Summer Olympics. And then what ended up being, they let this Russian chick that tested positive for steroids, they let her compete like it was nothing. Come right on in, comrade. The Olympics are kind of a joke. I mean, in some of the contests, if any of you guys were going to be in the Olympics, like what sport would you want to be in? I know rules are rules, but if they're going to let some chick that in that for the ROC, the Russian Olympic Committee, have any of you guys wondered why that is that they're called the ROC? Because Russia got in so much trouble for already their big doping scandal, but their athletes are still allowed to compete, but it's not under the Russian flag, Mother Russia. But they let this chick, this chick that tested positive for steroids, they let her in. They still let her compete. And they said, "Oh, if she wins a medal, we're not going to pit her. We're not going to have a medal ceremony." Well, what sense does that make, people? We're going to let her compete, but if she wins, we're not going to have a medal ceremony because we're not going to do that. Well, hey, Spice Boys, Gold Mike, Doorstop. Okay, so Sha'Carri Richardson, the athlete that couldn't go to the summer games because she smoked a little bit of weed. Come on, man. That's complete BS. And by the way, the state that she smoked the marijuana in has recreational marijuana use. And she couldn't compete, but we let this Russian. And it's complete BS. It is. Especially the Winter Olympics. Norway. You can't beat them at. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute, guys. I totally forgot. I got off on a little bit of a tangent there. Give me 1 second. Taking the paintings for a second to show. All right. I'm taking the wall hangings to show. Sorry, guys. All right, so I wanted to start off the show with this because it's really, really bothering me. Man, I sound like I've done a massive amounts of cocaine. My mom, she went out today, and the walls are a little bare. I'll admit that. So she's looking for stuff to hang, and what does she get? I know that these should not bother me, but they do. Like I feel like really, really grossed out, and I'm about to show you. I feel really, really grossed out just holding these. And by the way, guys, if you guys are in the chat room right now, if you could share this to your social media, tell your friends, family, loved ones, and don't forget, you can actually give me a call, 407-270-3044. Once again, that is 407-270-3044. But I'm going to show you guys something. This is what my mom got today. And this is what is hanging outside of my bedroom right there in the hallway. These right here. Look at this. This is some bullshit right here. This is creepy, people. This is really creepy. Tell me that does not look like a demonic child out gathering. I don't know. She got them, but they're handmade. Look, I can feel them. They have texture. Look. All right. So not only did she get this one, by the way. She got a deal, bulk. Now, this is the one that creeps me out the most. Look at this. Look at the eyes. Look at, they're not paintings, they're sewing. They're like, I don't know what they are, man, but look at the eyes. Look into the dead eyes of these kids. Amy, I know that you're kind of messing with me a little bit, but look at those eyes. And I got one more for you. Now, this kid right here, the way he's looking at this bird, like, you know how a lot of serial killers start out like torturing animals and stuff. Look at this kid. This little chubby bitch, and look at the donk. I mean, I'm sorry, I know that makes me sound weird, but what was the painter thinking, or the artist thinking, at giving this little boy a dump truck ass? And if you look on the back here, it says handmade by Gloria Camry, 1981. Look at this. Hold on, let me see. See that? Yep, look at that. So, yeah, these paintings are really, really, really gonna like creep me out a little bit. They are. I'm sorry. What is going on with those? All right, hold on. I gotta check out these news stories. Yeah, give me 1 second here.
This morning, 6-year-old Paisley Shaw.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. So I follow the news a lot. Don't forget, if you hear anything that I'm talking about and you want to jump in on it, 407-270-3044. I can take your phone calls live right now. See, I mean, this is the big difference between doing the show the old way that I used to do it, where I was doing it off the phone. Now it's I can do all types of stuff. But we've all heard the story of Elizabeth Smart. Elizabeth Smart, she got kidnapped. She was gone for quite a while. And this is this is a lot different. This is a lot different than Elizabeth Smart, because this next story, this little girl was abducted back in 2019, and they just found her. And the story has quite a twist to it.
Schultes is out of harm's way. Police announcing they found the missing girl hidden under this staircase in an upstate New York home.
I had no idea. No clue.
All right. So one of the creepiest movies back in the day where I got creeped out was that movie, The People Under the Stairs. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that movie, The People Under the Stairs? Oh, nightmares. Nightmare crazy for the people under the stairs. And they were hiding this kid under the stairs in the basement. And every time they would do like a check to be able to try to find this missing little girl, they would stuff her down in the stairs.
I've never seen a child out there.
Paisley was last seen back in 2019 near New York's Finger Lakes, at the time just 4 years old. Police believed she was kidnapped by her biological parents soon after they lost custody of her.
All right, so what type of white trash pieces of crap must you be that neither one of the parents could get custody of this kid? Think about that. Like after my divorce and I started dating again, one of the biggest red flags when it came to meeting a woman. Now, this is not for everybody, because I don't want to offend some people that I've gone out on a date with, because there are. Can we change the subject? No, man. Like, okay, Raymond B. We definitely will. Why? Give me an example. Why, French Scott? Why should I get rid of this? Why do you want me to change subjects? I'm just asking because these are real life stories, and I'm just trying to say one of the biggest red flags was when I was out dating that
Then
man, because is random. Okay, cool. Well, look, I respect your opinion, but I'm going to talk about this. But one of the biggest like red flags when I was dating is a woman a single mom that did not have full custody of her kids. Do you understand like how the woman has to do something completely messed up not to have full custody of her kids? And if that's the case, then that should be a big red flag to you. So I just don't get like what did these parents do that the husband and the wife could not like keep custody of their kid?
Monday, police say a new tip was good enough for a warrant to search her grandfather Saugerty's home.
This is some big white trash stuff. Now the grandfather, probably the father of the mother. I don't think it would be the father of the father. The father of the father would probably be like, "Look, you're not keeping your own kid that you kidnapped because you're such a horrible parent that you had to kidnap them." I mean, that's something that you would never think you would have to say to your kid. But yeah, that's why I think it's the father of the mom. Has to be.
Police say they'd previously been welcomed inside the house with limited access. But this time, armed with that warrant and able to see more of the home, a detective noticed something strange about the staircase leading to the basement.
It was just the way the steps felt when he walked on them. It was something, and what he
See, this is the reason why you want. This is one of the reasons why you want a fat detective. Because I'm telling you right now, if it was some skinny ass detective, he wouldn't have felt the difference in the step. It took a fat detective. What up, Coach Cooter? It took a fat detective to feel the softness, to feel that step was hollow. It was a false step. That's what I'm saying. That's why it pays to have some fat detectives. Now, can they chase down suspects? No. But they can find hidden stairs because their fat ass is making that wood buckle.
he saw, it didn't seem right to him. Then when he used a flashlight to look between the cracks of the stair boards, he saw what he believed was a blanket.
Police say that's when detectives removed several wooden steps, discovering the 6-year-old girl and one of her alleged captors, Paisley's own mother, 33-year-old Kimberly Cooper. The two alleged.
Hold on. I didn't get that. Hold on. Oh my God, they found him. They found the mother and the child under the stairs. Oh, see, I think I'm going to have to. I screwed this up. I'm still learning this stuff, guys. Damn it. Hold on.
This morning, 6-year-old Paisley Schultes is out of harm's
I'll get
way.
it to the front. Hold
Police announcing.
Move this right here.
It was just the way the steps felt when he walked on them. It was something, and what he saw, it didn't seem right to him. Then when he used a flashlight to look between the cracks of the stair boards, he saw what he believed was a blanket.
Police say that's when detectives removed several wooden steps, discovering the 6-year-old girl and one of her alleged captors, Paisley's own mother, 33-year-old Kimberly Cooper. The two allegedly hiding in this small, dirty.
No, okay. See, I don't know if I want to say, but that's Iggy. Iggy is not your real name because, man, if it is Havana, forget about it. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, I got Discord. I mean, you guys, if you look, you guys are allowed to come on. Hold on. I see. Hold on. I think I can add people. Like if you want to come on, I think you can. I have to ask here. You know what? Whenever Vulture gets back, he had a military call. But when Vulture gets back, I'll ask him because I think I can bring some people on, and that's the other thing. Supposed to call my cousin back, but I just got so busy. I got so busy, and he was supposed to help me out, and now I feel bad. I hope he's not mad at me. Damn it.
Makeshift room.
Our belief is that each and every time that law enforcement and the authorities went to the residence looking for the child.
Well, I mean, I don't understand that. Yeah, we need proof that Ivana, Iggy, if you really are Ivana, well, the T, okay, I see, Iggy T. Man, you're 10 years younger than me too. See, God, no. Well, you're married anyways. But I mean, I could still be like, oh, that's forbidden fruit. But Iggy, though, Iggy, you're Iggy. If that really is you, come on, post it. Yeah, all right. Here, Mark, Coach Curter brings up a great point. Ivana or Iggy, as you claim. Why don't you have a picture on your profile? It seems a little suspicious there. Like Miss Amy Sinha, she has a profile picture. I can see how good looking she looks. I'm just saying. All right, let's get back to this. I want to find out why this mom does not have custody of her kid.
That the child was put into that location, probably with Kimberly, to hide so that they would not be found.
Police say the child has been reunited with her legal guardian.
What up, little Lemmy? How are you?
And her older sister, adding that her mother, father, and grandfather have now all been charged in connection with the abduction.
Oh, man. All right. So now the grandfather is all caught up in this. But I mean, look, if you're a grandfather and your daughter, but I don't know. If I was a grandfather, I'd be like, well, what'd you do, bitch? What did you do to mess it up so badly that you don't have custody of your kid? But also at the same time, as a grandfather, I'd also be like, I want to help out my daughter. It would be cool to be able to have my grandkid around. Just saying.
Police believe that Paisley may have been hiding in that small space for as long as 4 hours before she was discovered on Monday.
Oh, I mean, that's just hide and seek, man. It is. Yeah, she's definitely batshit crazy. But yeah, so 4 hours. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not like it was airtight. It wasn't like they couldn't breathe because they were in that little stairwell. But I mean, kind of sucks. I mean, you heard that neighbor. The neighbor said, "Oh, I've never seen any kid out there." So that means that little girl has been just like stuck inside. I wonder, like, if she's all pale and frail, because you do need to get some sunlight. But she wasn't allowed outside because the neighbors didn't even know she was around.
We've also learned that the mother, father, and grandfather have all been ordered by a court to stay away from the 6-year-old girl. We've reached out to all three, but have not heard back.
Yeah, I mean, I wish that kid nothing but the best. I really, really do. But the kid, you got to imagine that kid's gonna be messed up. That kid's gonna have all types of problems because 2019, so that's 2019, 2020, 21, 22. So the kid was like 2 or 3 when it was abducted. To be, I mean, I'm just saying, man, that's sad because now that kid's whole life is absolutely ruined. And I would still like to find out, like, why does the mom not have control? You know, I really don't feel that. But, well, you know what? I kind of do. I do feel bad. And I cannot hate on Jake Paul. Jake Paul is like, I know a lot of people find him annoying. But I mean, he's winning, right? Like the guy's killing it. Like he is his own content creator. I know that a lot of people hate him, but I guess Floyd Mayweather was doing this press conference, and Jake Paul's been talking about, because they did that big like fake fight. Come on. Anybody really think that Jake Paul could even like last a half a round with Floyd Mayweather if he was going all out and not just trying to make it last? No, he would not in a heartbeat. But Jake Paul saying he hasn't been paid. Jake Paul says he has not been paid by Floyd Money Mayweather. Hold on.
Logan Paul, he said, I saw something, Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
All right. So, So Mayweather is already talking down. Mayweather is already talking down to Jake Paul. Like, oh, this is real serious money to them. With YouTube money, that's real serious money to them. I mean, that's just play money to me. And I will say this, Mayweather is one of the greatest fighters of all time, but Mayweather is one of the dumbest mother effers. Like, when him and 50 Cent were going back and forth with each other, kind of dissing each other on social media and stuff, 50 Cent used to clown him about not being able to read. And I know a lot of people would be like, oh, it's because he's been hit so many times. No, he's dumb.
Okay, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is going to be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes.
And the sad thing is that this is all probably just a ploy. This is all probably just a ploy to get numbers and get people interested in actually like seeing a rematch. And that's it. This is probably all planned. Jake Paul's probably already been paid. They're running the whole like wrestling sports entertainment angle where we're just going to create drama. And it's like I said, Jake Paul. Logan's the one that hasn't been paid. People hate Jake Paul more than Logan. See, they're both a bunch of scumbags, but like I said, I can't hate on them. But Logan hasn't been paid by Floyd Mayweather yet. Mayweather is just like, you got to chill out, man. You're going to get paid. I bet Mayweather's been paid. You can almost guarantee yourself that.
Right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss.
Is Floyd acting like he's an actor that is getting like residual checks? Jim Rome talks about this all the time when Space Jam or because he gets a check from Space Jam. I think he gets a check from The Longest Yard remake with Adam Sandler. He talks about that all the time. So Floyd's saying, oh, I'm still getting money from flights from 7 years ago. Whatever. Mayweather's another big shit talker.
So they hate when the tables turn.
Right.
Look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Well, how am I supposed to be happy with the biggest payday of my life when it's not? Because I haven't been paid yet. I love how the rich and the elite. Look, it happens in radio all the time. It does. You know how many times I've gone to ask for a raise and people are like, oh, hey, how many bosses would be like, hey, guess what? You should be happy that you are. Who's call? All right, here, hold on. Let's see if I can take this on the thing. Hold on, Foz. Hold on, Foz. I'm gonna put you on Bluetooth here. Are you there?
I'm here.
What up?
You live?
Yeah, I mean, can you hear me? Can you guys hear Fozzie? Yes, you can.
Loud and clear, buddy. I just want to say first time, long time, great show. And I'm going to hang up and let you do your thing, kid. Love you.
All right. Thank you, Fozzie. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So where was I? I don't even know where I was. Fozzie. Oh, yeah, radio. Like they all tell you, they're like, oh yeah, hey, you should be lucky that you're working on this show right now. You're getting paid an opportunity. You should be happy that you're working on a nationally syndicated radio show. You should be happy that you're working on the first FM talk radio station. So, yeah, I mean, it does happen all the time. Vulture, are you there? Please, could you let me know if you are there? My Twitch channel is Tuddle on the Radio. That's my Twitch channel. Tuddle on the Radio. Vulture, if you're there, please let me know because I got that great interview lined up. I've been drinking a lot of coffee today. I mean, Fozzie, you see, the thing is, Fozzie, you got the backline number. You got I took that on my personal phone, Foz. Fozzie called in on the secret double probation hotline because he's got my number. And I took that off of my cell phone and he didn't even call in on the, all right. So he didn't even call in on the Google Voice 407-270-3044. Can we go to the interview, Vulture, please? Well, this is something we're trying for the first time. We're gonna try to play some video of a previously recorded interview. So whenever you want to go to that, if you could let me know, because I can see what you're doing on the screen. Is it possible? All right, so we're doing share video file. All right, let's see what we can do here. So, all right, so we're trying this for the first time, people. So I'm kind of stalling here a little bit. But I did this interview with, I think it's Calvin. He's going to be mad at me if I don't get this right. But yeah, I interviewed Calvin Smith. Calvin Smith does a podcast. He does a lot of conspiracy theory type stuff. And I had a chance to talk with him. And this is something that I'm wanting to do. Yeah, we're working through it on the, we're working through it because Fozzie, you know how it is. Even Stern, man. Stern had to work it out. He had to rough out the edges live on Sirius when he first started. So I'm kind of doing the same thing. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. So I'm kind of just trying to bring it out here a little bit. Oh, there we go. All right. Man, I look bad. Are we ready? Go ahead and play it. If you have a chance. We're just waiting here. Share. There we go. Trying to do this. Share screen. Please forgive me here. You're going to want to see this interview. I promise you. It's a great interview. You're going to like it. This is so great. Anyways, in a couple of ways you can get a hold of me. You can email me, tuddle@gmail.com. That's Tuddle with 2 Ds, TUDDLE @gmail.com. Or you can leave me a voicemail, 407-270-3044. We ready? Just waiting. Here we go. I think it's going to work. You might have to drag it over to the other side, I think. See what I'm saying? Might have to drag that video all the way over there. I know this is horrible radio, people. I do apologize. But we will get there. We will definitely get there. Anyways, I want to thank everybody that is joining me right now. I really, really do. All right, we ready? I think you got to pull it over to the other side, though. Vulture. See, I can't touch the screen right now, or I would move on to something else. Do you want me to do it? All right, so I had the creepy pictures and stuff. I had that going on. I actually wrote some of this stuff down on my. So Vulture, just let me know whenever you're ready to go. You know what though? All right, so I'm thinking about doing this for a video. I'm always looking for. All right, so I that's what I asked. I need the cursor. There, it's there. So whenever you're ready, it's there, so you can just play it. Yeah, I know you got to poop. I got to pee because I've been drinking a lot of coffee. Guys, I promise you this will get a lot better. I really do. All right, here it is.
Holy shit, that's bright.
Oh, no, I mean, I like all the colors and stuff.
Oh, okay. That way I just don't get bled out behind me.
How are you, man, Calvin? Before we get into the interview, we're already into the middle of it here. Can you tell my audience how they can check out any of your content that's online? I know you do a podcast. Just tell my audience a little bit about yourself and where people can find all your content.
Yeah, for sure. Just jumping right into it. Yeah, my name is Calvin Smith. I'm a musician and podcaster from Michigan, and I run the podcast Unquestionable with Calvin Smith. We're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of it. I'm on season 2 now, and the whole point of the show is to investigate the origins of human civilization and where kind of we came from and how we got to where we are today, and questioning the modern narrative and whether that's correct wholeheartedly, as well as investigating what people believe and why they believe it. You know, if you believe in God, aliens, or Bigfoot or something, I want to know. So I would like to have you on the show. We can talk about it and essentially convince me that your belief is justifiable. So that's kind of the gist of my podcast. I think I just released episode 23 yesterday. So that's an episode that I did on the hidden fortress in Sri Lanka called Sigiriya, which is pretty interesting place. So, I would suggest everyone check out that episode that just came out on all streaming platforms. But yeah, that's my podcast. And then I'm also a musician. So I write some of my own music, and I have a song out called Empty Room that everyone can check out on Spotify, Apple Music, everything like that. And it's also on YouTube too. So yeah, you can check me out.
I wish that I could play the song on my YouTube channel, but with all the copyright, stuff. Calvin, you were talking about hidden civilizations and stuff that were being found. With all the deforestation down in South America with the Amazon rainforest, are you being like a NASCAR driver and you're making sure we see the logo on the drink? Whenever
oh my gosh, yeah, totally. Cola.
I wish I had some of that Coke sponsorship money.
Right.
But Calvin, though, like we're finding all types of like temples and civilizations that we had no clue that were even out there. And because of the deforestation and stuff, they're cutting that. Are we finding more and more stuff like that?
Yeah. Slowly it's unfortunate that we're finding these things because of deforestation and such. There's a lot of the Amazon itself is is something that you mentioned. And yeah, there's a ton of hidden civilizations that, we weren't aware of before, and small settlements that are being found in the Amazon as it's being deforested, unfortunately. Luckily, we do have, a fairly new invention of LiDAR. So, LiDAR scans has been helping with finding these structures and monolithic sites rather than having to tear down the entire forest to accidentally find it. So LiDAR scans have definitely been a big impact on finding these lost civilizations.
Atlantis. I mean, have you talked about that at all? Like, is there any evidence that Atlantis even existed?
Yeah. Okay. Definitely. It's funny. Sorry, I was laughing at my wife in the background when she heard you say that. She was like, "Oh boy, here it goes." So yes, in my opinion,
is that like one of your sweet spots? Is that like your expertise?
I love talking about Atlantis. I wouldn't necessarily call it my expertise. Once again, I'm not a scientist. I don't have my degree in any of this stuff. I'm just a guy with the internet who wants to know the truth. So, I mean, that's the thing, is that everything that I'm telling to everybody on my show, they can look up just as easily at home. It's just more so making people aware that this information is out there, and maybe don't trust the textbooks as much as you think you should.
Okay, but are you one of those guys that just spouts off a lot of stuff without factual basis? Because for example, I've had flat earthers on before, and you can debate them all day, and I will give them credit. They got an answer to everything. They really, really do. But do you base a lot of your beliefs and these stories and these interviews you do on tangible facts, stuff that you can prove?
Yes. So that's the big thing with me, is that I do still consider myself a skeptic. I don't believe something unless there's sufficient evidence to warrant the belief. So Bigfoot, there's not sufficient evidence to warrant a belief in Bigfoot. Footprints and hair samples that come out to other animals don't prove Bigfoot. No. Blurry pictures don't. UFOs, not so sure. Unidentified flying object means it is unidentified. It is not extraterrestrial. We can't be, you're putting a label on something that is not supposed to have a label. So aliens, little iffy on that one. But more so when it comes to ancient lost civilizations and ancient lost technology, that's the thing that's, after I dropped all of my other beliefs, this is the one that is still left, because there is sufficient evidence. And it's just a matter of that modern academia is so encased in their own narrative that, they would lose their grants. They would lose possibly their jobs or their house if they were to speak out against what's a school textbook may say about history.
Oh, of course.
Even.
I mean, it goes that way with religion too.
Exactly.
You speak out against the Bible, and look out.
Exactly. And you mentioned Atlantis, and so I guess where I'll start is the story of Atlantis. Everyone thinks that it starts off with Plato and, the ancient philosopher from 360 BCE in Greece. But a lot of people don't realize that it doesn't come from Plato. Plato didn't just make this story up off the top of his head. He even prefaces at the beginning of his texts, Critias and Timaeus, that this is indeed a true story passed down from generations. And he mentions his relative Solon, who's actually his great-great-great-great-grandfather. And he actually was a lawmaker and well-known politician in Greece at the time. He made an exile trip to Egypt because he wanted to know how to make Greece a lot more of a civilized community. And he saw that Egypt was doing a pretty good job with it. So he was like, I'm going to go to Egypt, check out what they're doing, get some ideas. And he, on the way, heard of somebody that was there that apparently knew of a story of a lost city. So he tracked them down in Egypt, and his name was Sanchez of Sais. And this guy told him of an ancient civilization that that basically was wiped out in a single day and night of misfortune. And
from a flood,
from a flood. Yeah, specifically from a flood.
What's up with God, man? And wanting to just flood us out. And so I'm not a religious guy, but it's he has this fascination with water. It's just he's ready to kill us. He's water.
I do agree. And it's funny that you mentioned that because, I don't believe that the story of Noah's Ark happened. I don't think that the Ark was ever a thing and that it was ever a global flood. But I do believe there was a super, super large flood that you can't even imagine the scale of it. It just wasn't global. But I do believe that's what the stories like Noah's Ark and the Epic of Gilgamesh are referring to.
How did he keep the predators from eating the prey on the Ark, though?
Apparently they were all vegetarian, according to Answers in Genesis. That's their apologetic for it, is that they were all vegetarian, all the dinosaurs and everything.
And also, like, did he let animal, they said he took an animal, male, female of every species. Did they include whales and dolphins and stuff like that? Like, did they get passage onto the Ark? Did they?
I'm sorry.
What I was saying is the sea life. Did the dolphins, did the whales and stuff like that? Did they get passage onto the Ark, or were they kind of like, all right, it's a flood?
I mean, it wasn't mentioned. You would assume that you would find whale bones and stuff all out in the middle of nowhere. Which, I mean, I guess there was. I remember this one story of a whale carcass being found in the middle of the Amazon or something. And that was all debunked because that was all the Christians, defense was that, see, the whale made its way here, so therefore the flood happened. But it was all debunked. But
I mean, there's a way to debunk everything.
Yeah.
But Atlantis, though, all right, so where is Atlantis? Because I don't want to spend a lot of time on Atlantis. Where is Atlantis supposed to be?
Yeah,
so everybody think Atlantis.
So there's a couple different ideas. A guy named Randall Carlson, who is the leading expert in the Younger Dryas hypothesis, which essentially is what caused this giant flood 12,800 years ago.
Global warming.
Yeah, well, I mean, kind of. It's more so climate change, because I've noticed a lot of people get climate change and global warming mixed up.
It was a bad name. Whoever named it global warming, really, really screwed the pooch on that.
Exactly.
It just was a bad name.
But Atlantis, Randall Carlson, who's the leading expert in studying the geology regarding Atlantis, he believes that the Azores Islands off the coast of Chile, I believe. I think it's Chile, or maybe it's Portugal. I don't know. One of those countries. But he believes that the Azores Islands are the remnants of Atlantis. There's a guy on Bright Insight. His name is Jimmy, and he does a YouTube channel about ancient lost technology. He believes that it's the Rakat structure in Mauritania, Africa, is the remnants of Atlantis, which that's kind of what I'm thinking too. But just there's still some weird stuff about that. And then there's also a weird structure off the coast of Okinawa, Japan, called the Yonaguni Monument, that is an underwater, essentially step pyramid. But academia is saying, nope, it's natural formation, but yet it has pillars and a moat and a sacrificial mount in it.
I could definitely see that. Now, speaking of pyramids and stuff, and we talk about ancient technology and stuff. I see, I'll get on TikTok, because you got a lot of those TikTok channels that they'll throw a lot of stuff out there.
Oh yeah.
What are the true amazing facts of the Great Pyramids? Because I always hear they're exact, true, to something on the earth.
Yeah, they are aligned.
The measurement is it's like pi or something, and or no, it's speed of light. Break down some of the amazing facts about the Great Pyramid, because I hear a lot of them, and some of them just seem complete bullshit. No, I'm not believing that.
Yeah, it is crazy. Like you mentioned, the speed of light thing, the diameter around the Great Pyramids is 23.92 something, and the speed of light is 23.92. So it's the exact same numbers, the dimension of the Great Pyramid.
How many stones were in that, and how much did those stones weigh?
Yeah,
I heard some amazing fact on how much the whole pyramid they weigh.
Yeah, the Great Pyramid, the big one right in the middle that everyone knows, that contains 2.3 million individual blocks, and some of these blocks weigh anywhere between 50 to 100 tons each. So imagine, and it's they think that the pyramid was made in a period of about 20 years. Now, for that to happen, that would mean that each of these 80 to 100 ton blocks had to have been cut, carved, moved, and placed in place. They had to do 3 of those per minute for that to happen in 20 years. But the problem with that, especially, is that most of the blocks that are the limestone blocks that were encasing the pyramid that have since rotted away.
Yeah, because it
actually
was smooth. It was on the outside, right?
Like limestone cover on it, so that it was very smooth, and you couldn't like walk up it like you could today. But that has since eroded away because of natural messing it up.
The first iPhone case, it just kind of like completely disappeared after a certain amount of time in dry rot.
A lot of these blocks that were on the outside of the pyramid, they actually came from 10 to 15 miles away from the Giza Plateau. So they actually were sailing each individual block, supposedly, up the Nile River.
Have a ship, though, that could carry...
They never found a ship. That's the problem, is that we don't have a ship the weight of these blocks, let alone 2.3 million of them.
Aliens? Is that where you're going?
Have any reason to believe that, aliens are...
How do they do it then?
That's when I get into ancient lost technology. When you look at other things like how, you mentioned sacred geometry, that like the pi and stuff lining up with it. I had a guy named Larry Paul on my podcast, and he is the director, has spent dozens of that was carved deep inside the pyramid where no one is allowed to access. So it's literally been there for thousands of years.
Doesn't the pyramid line up with another, like it's the complete opposite of another like landmark?
Yeah. See, something like, I believe it lines up with the exact like latitude and longitude or something as like the Moai in Easter Island. And then I think that also aligns with Stonehenge or something. Like there's some weird alignment. I'm not sure if that's the exact sites that they are, but I know for a fact there are some sites in that general area that do line up longitudinally. So
that is really, really interesting. And the thing is I've thought about this though. People are like, well, if it was a sophisticated previous generation of our species or something like that was out there, wouldn't they have kept great records? And I think we're going down the same path where all of our technology and information is being put on the internet. It's all available there. And maybe something happened and that history, that recorded history was all lost because those hard drives and whatever their storage was back then probably didn't hold up.
Exactly. You got it. Because, I mean, you think about it, your car is going to rot away in 100 years. It's not going to exist anymore. So imagine 12,000 years. Imagine 50,000 years. I mean, these things aren't going to exist, let alone after a catastrophic flood of the Younger Dryas that literally flash froze the entire planet and then caused rapid heating, which caused the flooding to happen. I mean, it was
well, yeah, because of all the snow was like reflecting and it was causing a lot of heat and stuff.
Exactly. And I mean, you can actually find there's multiple mammoths that are actually, they have their hind legs up, so they're actually kind of like sitting on their butt.
They were flash frozen.
They had food in their mouth. They had flowering plants in their mouth and stomach, but yet they froze within 30 minutes.
That movie, the Day After Tomorrow, you remember that they had where everything just froze like that?
Yeah,
I had that.
That's essentially what happened with the Younger Dryas. And I mean, the evidence is there. That's the thing, is that this event did happen. It's not even a conspiracy. It's just a matter of whether humans were civilized and able to create modern civilization as we know it at that time, because we currently think that it was only about 6,000 years ago that human civilization as we know it
Well, okay, all right. So, what was the dominant species back then, though, dude? I mean, because it can't be us, because there would have been some of us left, or it's like that telephone game where it's kind of like you tell your friend and then you tell the next one, and then by the time it gets to the end, it's a complete different story.
Exactly. That's kind of the gist behind it. Is that around 12,000, 13,000 years ago, there may have been a civilization similar to how we operate, but obviously not with all the technology. That's the big argument, is that they're not using like laser beams or nothing like that. It just was a more advanced civilization for that time. And they were wiped out by a cataclysm. Some of them survived, and they lived to pass on those tales and those ways of living and the technology that they had to the people that we know of from 6,000 years ago. And then the people from 6,000 years ago were essentially calling these people gods because they had some sort of technology to do things. They were depicted as gods. That's kind of the gist behind it. And they were passed down this knowledge because almost all ancient civilizations credit their knowledge and their technology to the gods who gave it to them.
Yeah, I could definitely see. All right. So out of all the things that you've discussed, what is the one thing that you really truly believe in that everybody was like, oh man, Calvin, he's a real crazy son of a bitch? Like what I'm trying to say though is like the one thing that you believe that everybody's like, oh man, he's a flat earther. He's like a flat.
Oh jeez.
No, yeah. I mean that's what happens.
No, for sure.
Because people think you're crazy because you believe something. What is the one thing you believe that everybody calls you crazy for?
Yeah, it's funny that you bring up flat earth, because I actually had a flat earther on my show. I did an interview with her, and she was not happy by the end of it by the fact that I was questioning so much of her knowledge. So she has since blocked me on all social media. I was going to have her on again, but she doesn't seem to want to come on.
I like for them to just be able to say whatever they want to say.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't making fun of her or nothing. I just was like, hey, this doesn't make sense to me. Why did you reach this conclusion? And I don't know. But anyways, the biggest smoking gun for me for like ancient civilization going back further than we think is the Sphinx in Egypt. I believe that there is sufficient evidence that the Sphinx dates back further than the common consensus of 4,500 years old. I think
not from all the wear and tear, because it looks like it's way more worn than the pyramids are.
Exactly. It comes from specifically the wear and tear and the water erosion that's on the Sphinx enclosure and some that's left on the Sphinx itself.
Oh,
it's
so
hard to
there
see it on the
would've been
Sphinx
water.
itself. Exactly. Because if you look back 4,500 years ago, the Sahara was still a barren desert. It was just like it is today. A little bit more green, but still pretty much a desert. Nothing to that volume. There wasn't enough precipitation.
It was a rainforest at one time, right? Like
exactly. But that was close to 9,000 to 10,000 years ago was the last time that there was that amount of heavy precipitation. There is just no way that light rainfall could do this. It had to have been a substantial rainfall over hundreds of years to do any type of this erosion.
Any idea what the Sphinx looked like? Like right, like a brand new car, you're driving it off the lot. Like what did the Sphinx look like coming right off the lot?
So we're pretty positive that it was a female lioness was what it originally was carved into. And then it
looks like a dude now.
Yeah. See, now we're not sure what happened to the head. Nobody really knows. It's always been discovered.
I heard soldiers. I heard soldiers were shooting the nose off. And that's what I always heard.
Yeah, that's more than likely what happened. Or I've heard that even kids were, throwing rocks and stuff at it and playing with it and stuff. But the head of the Sphinx. So academia, the modern consensus is that the face is depicting Pharaoh Chephren. And this is all because there was actually a statue of Pharaoh Chephren that was found directly next to the Sphinx while they were digging it up. So they just were like, oh, it must be this guy. Yeah, they were like, oh, it must be this guy. But the thing is that there was a guy named Frank Domingo in the 90s that actually did extensive facial analysis on the Sphinx. And he compared it to Chephren, and he compared them side by side. And the big thing with this is that the Egyptians were uncanny with how exact they were with their depictions of their pharaohs, because I mean, literally their life depended on it. So they needed to make sure if their eye was just a little bit lower than the other one, that was put on the statue. It's crazy how exact these.
What if you were an artist like Vincent Van Gogh back in the day, and you didn't get things exactly right? You'd be like,
I know, right?
Damn,
and then they just whip you to death or something, or enslave you or something. But yeah, so Frank Domingo, he studied the Sphinx and compared it to Chephren, and he concluded that it is 100% not Chephren. It is not him. It's actually closer to what he believes to be a South African type of facial structure. So
why do the Egyptians?
Really sure.
Why do the Egyptians they have alien-like features though? They're elongated heads.
There have been some weird looking people like King Amenhotep. He was kind of weird looking. He had like a really big chin, a really long nose, and he had a really long, narrow face and a long head too. And I think King Akhenaten also was kind of, he had kind of an elongated head too. But a lot of that, I think, honestly comes from incest, because honestly, they all were marrying their sisters and their brothers and stuff. So
I'm from the South here in America, and you don't need to talk to me about inbreeding and stuff. So I've never seen any white trash people walking around that look, well, I mean, I will take that back. I have looked at some white trash that do look like aliens down here in the South. There's another thing. All right. So I want to get into so much, and I could talk about a lot of this stuff. What do you think? My thought has always been, and I'm not a religious person, but I believe in science, and I can't prove that God doesn't exist. And I really do feel like we just might be an aliens middle school science project that we've just been thrown in a closet somewhere or whatever it may be. I'm not to that point, but I'm just saying that we were seeded, we were terraformed, and we were like, all right, we're going to leave this here and see how it does. We'll come back to it in a little while, because you do see a lot of those people make those terrariums and stuff where they'll take a bunch of lake water and put it in a bottle, and they'll seal it up, and they open it and just see what forms from it. It could, like I said, you can't prove that didn't happen, but you can't prove that it did happen either. So you got to leave that on the shelf of possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. Yeah, you definitely can't prove that it didn't happen. None of us were there at the beginning of the universe or the world or whatever you want. So no, we can't definitively say that it wasn't a god or it wasn't aliens. But the thing is that we have strong evidence that points towards a more realistic and demonstrable conclusion. So we have evolution, we're able to look at evolution and basically pinpoint, for the most part, where we came from. We're all shrews essentially. But we're able to basically trace ourselves all the way back. And so far we have no evidence of extraterrestrials. We only have, blurry photographs, anecdotal evidence, and anecdotal evidence isn't strong evidence to me.
Do you believe in the paradox that we're alone? We are the only
Well, I feel like it's possible. I feel like we could just be random chance. We could be just the one and only, intelligent race in the universe. As of right now, we don't know. So it's
Do you
possible.
like that theory? Do you like that theory or hate that theory?
It doesn't bother me either way, because either way, I'm never going to leave this planet. And you can't stop what happens,
I understand that, but doesn't it just kind of make you look, either way, like you said, it's not going to bother me anyway, but I don't know, it kind of bums me out that we're the only ones, because I'm like,
yeah,
that means
it would suck that we're wasting all this time and energy and all this money and resources and destroying our own planet just so that we can see a little further into space. And just the fact that we would just literally be looking at nothing is sad. But at the same time, it's kind of cool because we're still learning about stuff we didn't know before. We're still learning more about where we came from. where we're going, the expansion of the universe. Maybe we can find, how the Big Bang started or something. It's still interesting. It's just, it would be sad, I guess.
Simulation? Or what do you think about simulation?
I have no reason to think that we'd be in a simulation. I kind of entertained that when I was in my tinfoil hat theory days, but as of now, I just, weird stuff happens. My wife is saying in the background that it's a simulation, but
I mean, your wife doesn't have to be off camera. I mean, she can come say hi.
Oh, she's vibing. She's playing Animal Crossing. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah, no, I mean, who knows? There's a lot of stuff out there. Calvin, I want to have you on again because I got a lot of questions. But before we go, tell my audience once again how they can check out your podcast.
For sure. I'm on all streaming platforms. I'm on, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You can find me anywhere. You can just type Unquestionable with Calvin Smith into Google. I have a Facebook page. I have Instagram at Unquestionable Podcast. You can find me on Twitter at UWCS Podcast. Where else am I? I'm also on Discord too. So if you want to join my Discord server, my link to that is everywhere. But yeah, I do have a link tree that's you can click on and it leads you to everything that I do, including my TikTok too. I've been making a lot of TikToks lately about mostly about Bible stuff, talking about religion and atheism and, the Bible and stuff. But I still throw on some ancient technology stuff on there too. So.
All right, Calvin. Well, listen, man, I've been doing my nightly live stream at 6 to 8 now every night. So maybe one night we can get you on live and maybe we can take some questions and stuff from my audience.
That would be really cool. I'm down.
All right. Hey, Calvin, I hope you have a wonderful day. Tell your wife I hope she kills it at Animal Crossing. Okay.
All right. Thank you. I really appreciate you having me on. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Bye. All right. So I want to thank Calvin for coming on. I wanted to talk about this story that I saw. Let me see if this opens up all the way. Why won't it open up all the way? Go full screen, Willie. All right. So I wanted to talk about this story. Hold on here. There was a lot of stuff going on.
There was this awful moment that happened.
Hold on. Stop. Damn it. What is going on here? Why won't it pause?
There was this
pause.
Awful moment that.
All right, just stop. Stop. So they had the Rams parade today, and Matthew Stafford and his wife were coming on stage, and a lot of people are giving Matthew Stafford a lot of they're giving him a lot of grief about his reaction because this female photographer was trying to get the best picture and she's up on the stage and you got to be aware of your surroundings as a photographer. You just got to be aware of your surroundings. So she's up there, she's backing up, she's trying to get the perfect photo of Matthew Stafford and his wife. She eats she takes a lick. She takes a very, very bad lick. Here, I'll play it for you.
There was this awful moment that happened just after the rally. You saw there professional photographer Kelly Smiley taking a picture of Matthew Stafford and his wife when she misstepped and fell off the rally stage. After the video hit Twitter, Smiley said she had fractured her spine.
All right, so look at Matthew Stafford's wife. See, that is the difference between, she broke her back and it's really, really bad. But, you would think that a lot of guys are tough and they could handle something like that. You would think that a guy, but guys, they do not like to be made to feel uncomfortable. They absolutely despise it. And I don't think Matthew Stafford was being a dick. by his reaction. I really, really don't think he was being a dick. I really do think that Matthew Stafford. Oh, see, this computer is kind of like freezing up on me. See, there it goes. Yeah, it's freezing up on me. Froze up Willie. Here, look at this. Look at how this bitch fell. Like, and I shouldn't say that, but she busted her ass. And a lot of people want to get mad at Matthew Stafford. A lot of people are mad at Matthew Stafford's reaction. And I think this is just a case of a guy that was uncomfortable, and the only thing he could do was turn around. And women are compassionate. Yeah, I know some people can't, but it's just weird. So I really don't think you can be like upset at Matthew Stafford for this reaction.
Moment that happened just after the rally. You saw there professional photographer Kelly Smiley taking a picture of Matthew Stafford and his wife when she misstepped and fell off the rally stage.
Watch.
After the video hit Twitter,
Bam.
Smiley said she had fractured her spine and broke both of her cameras as well. Many on social media have criticized Matthew Stafford for his lack of human reaction to the moment.
Okay, so I don't know. Exactly, Fozzie. I mean, I agree with you. Why is everybody giving Matthew Stafford here? You know what? I see. I'm learning here. I got to move the cursor off of the screen.
There was this awful moment that happened.
So now I can pause it with the space bar. See, I'm learning now. I'm learning. So this is the reporter. Now look at this. Matthew Stafford didn't do anything to make her fall off of here. And what was he supposed to do? Like, Matthew Stafford has been getting hit all of his life. And he's used to people helping him. Like, when Matthew Stafford has had CTE and stuff, Matthew Stafford isn't, like, looking for people to, like, help him out. They bring out that cart him off, or his offensive lineman, like, help him out. Matthew Stafford is not helping out people. He's ready to throw daggers. Matthew checked down to his wife. I mean, it is true. I mean, his wife was the running back. He checked down to the running back and threw it off. Come on.
And just after the rally, you saw there a professional photographer.
Oh, now what? Okay, guys, look at this. Here, hold on. Let me bring the cursor over here. I want to see. Can you see the cursor there? Look at that. Look at the round mouth there of Matthew Stafford's wife. No wonder Matthew Stafford, dude. He just won the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford just won the Super Bowl, and he's got a wife that makes a round mouth like that. Yeah, Coop. Yeah, Coop had one of the best seasons, but I you know what? Don't squirrel me, Fozzie. Look at that. Iggy. Oh, look at that. Oh, Iggy actually posted a photo of herself. All right, so don't get mad, but Iggy, do you make a? You know what? I'm not going to disrespect you like that. But look at that round mouth that she made. Okay.
For Kelly Smiley taking a picture of Matthew Stafford and his wife when she misstepped and fell off the rally stage after the
I'm learning.
Video hit Twitter. Smiley said,
Look at that. Look at that round mouth. Look at that. And look at Matt. Look at this. Matthew is locked in. Look at that. Look, Matthew Stafford, look. Eye to eye, looking is like, yep. And think about that. It's probably form-fitting. Matthew is probably a girthy dude, just from the look at the round mouth of his wife. I'm just saying. Matthew Stafford, girthy. By far, very girthy.
Said she had fractured her spine and broke both of her cameras as well. Many on social media have criticized Matthew.
I love how they had to mention that. Oh yeah. Hey, she broke her back, but she broke 2 of her cameras.
Matthew Stafford for his lack of human reaction to the moment. He just walked away from the stage when Smiley fell. His wife.
That is. I'm embarrassed and I'm uncomfortable, and I'm just gonna walk away.
Did rush to check on Smiley. No response yet from either Stafford or the Rams organization.
I love. Okay, so they're only playing it. They're only playing it that over and over. That 15 seconds of this reporter falling, and they're just talking over it. This is almost like America's Funniest Home Videos.
GoFundMe page has been started for Smiley to help cover her medical costs and to replace her broken camera equipment.
Hey, Foz, why don't you do me a favor, buddy? Like, seriously. Foz, why don't you talk to the boss man there? Why don't you talk to the boss man there and, like, say, hey, we need to get Tuds. We need to get Tuds in there. Tuds needs to, have a little bit of a spot. Oh, here, you know what I do want to play for you? Since I can do this now, give me a second. I'm going to play the NASCAR video that I did. I can play the NASCAR video, and I'm not going to show the screen yet. I know how to do it, Vulture. You don't have to do anything. I can take care of it. It'll be full screen. I promise you, nobody else will be able to see where it's from. Ooh, that coffee do some work on me. Anyway.
Your work can feel much smoother with Monday.com work.
God damn it. I'll get this going. Here we go. I wanted to show you that because the dual race is going to be coming up here real soon. And that's probably why I'm going to be checking out a little in just a little bit here. I did want to play this video for you because I did this the other day. And like I said, this is all stuff that I'm wanting to like add into you guys. This is all stuff like I'm wanting to do to actually make things, because I like I said, I know a lot of you guys don't want to like just see me sit here and in front of a microphone. I know that's not what you want. There we go. Here we go. So this is my NASCAR video from the other day. All right, guys. So it's already begun. Speed weeks. Starting to get a little crazy down here. Already got a lot of people showing up for speed weeks. Got people changing tires and stuff there. Got still walkers. Hey, is that pretty hard? Wait. Hold on. How long you been doing it for? About 5, 6 All right, How tall are you? This is completely off. What the hell is going on? Let me see if I can get this going there. Starting to get a little crazy down here. Already got a lot of people showing up for speed weeks. Got people. Oh, it just skipped. Changing tires and stuff. It did. It just skipped. Or still. Oh, look at this. Still walkers. So I've been asking the other still walkers, how tall are you without the stilts, before the stilts?
Without?
Yeah.
5'5".
Are they hard to walk on? How long did it take you to learn?
Not too hard. You just put them on, take it one step at a time.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Got plenty of still walkers. Still walkers all over the place. We got a lot of the trucks and stuff here. I mean, some of the big boys are here now. I don't know if they're all lining up. Anyways, Daytona 500 is this weekend. Enjoy Logano. We got Menards, Team Penske. We got DeWalt. See, I'm pretty busy right now, but I had to come over here and take a little bit of a chance and see if I can get some of the video here. Yeah, can we get a Bubba Blim call in on the Google Voice 407-270-3044? Can we get a Bubba Blim call in? I mean, that would be great. It's gonna be a great week of racing. Oh my God, dog goggles! Sorry, I just gotta. I'm not filming you. I just had to. Those are pretty cool. Hey, wait, are you a skiing dog? Yeah. I know. Well, hey, have a good day. Yeah, I had to come down and get this XLR cable for my thing. Man, I didn't realize how many of the haulers were out here. Now, no, it is every one of them? No kidding. Are they getting lined up to go in, right? Who knows? Yep. And they're all over here. All the haulers galore. I always thought that would be a pretty cool ass job to be a hauler driver. I would love to interview one of these guys. Got Napa. Got the we got Jimmy Johnson's old car here. Got everybody going on. Hey, Vulture, I had to pause it because whatever you're doing is like freezing things up. So if you could stop, please. I'm not mad. Just for the world's most famous speedway. Right here at International Speedway Boulevard. Boom. There we go. Things are about to pick up. Oh, you at the Guitar Center. Did you just buy that one? I did, yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Well, you don't have to call me sir. I ain't that old. What kind of guitar did you get there?
This is a Yamaha.
Can you jam a little bit for me? Just a little bit for my podcast, my video thing here?
Podcast?
Yeah. What is... Hold on. Hello? What is going on here? Do I need to stop this? Can I finish playing this and then we can get to that call? I'm sorry. Hello? Hey, how are you? Who's this? Hey, what's going on? This is Bubba. Hey, what's going on?
Bubba, maybe you heard me, kid. The morning shows on the Twitch gimmick. By the way, kid, I love the new Tuddle Daily podcast, if you will say it, kid.
So you're liking the live stream and everything. So, like, what is it going to take for me to be able to get, like, I know that I can't be on the terrestrial show, Boss Man, but, like, what do I got to do to get, like, an ancillary show on maybe a Podcast Willie or something like that?
It's going to be crickets on that Tuddle. Yeah, you really screwed the pooch out of that time, throwing yourself from the ceiling fan at Lummy's kid. You know?
Yeah. All right. Well, look. I mean, can we keep in touch? Can we keep in touch and kind of like work on it a little bit? Maybe I can regain the trust back from you.
Let me work on it, kid. Let me throw it to the guys over at JVC. Let me run it.
Yeah, JVC.
Let me run it.
Who is the guy, like, who is it at JVC that does not like me?
Look, Teddy, I don't know any about those a-holes over there. I know Shannon Burke, Justin Clark,
and Ed Till. Ed Till, I love Ed Till, man. Ed Till is the man.
Ed Till, he's a mark. Don't bust me up. You're Ed Till, kid. Anyway, I'm going to get back there, eat me some cheeses and ketchup. I'm enjoying the Tuddle Daily podcast, kid, and I'll check you out next week. How about that?
All right. Thank you, my friend. See ya. Bye. All right, so I'm going to get back to the rest of this video. Thank you, Vulture, for setting that up. I really do appreciate it. Like, seriously, I really don't know what I would be able to do without Vulture. Matter of fact, once I get done with this video, I got a piece of audio that I want to play. I had a piece of audio that I want to play for you guys. And the thing is that Vulture won't even let me play it. Iggy, wait, who? All right. Hello, who's this?
Hey, well, who's this, brother?
I don't know who this is. Who? Okay.
This is Tuddle, right, brother?
Oh, I know who this is. What up, Tampa Terry? How are you?
Well, I heard you've been ducking me, brah.
Are we really? Are we really gonna do this? I've been ducking you. I mean, you know how to get a hold of me. You have my producer's number. I'm pretty sure you got my phone number as well too. I'm not that hard to get a hold of. It's not like I have anything going on, Tampa Terry. So, like, where have you been? It kind of seems like you're ducking me, and like it's pretty pathetic if you're ducking somebody like me.
Hey, I'm not ducking anyone, brother. I'm not ducking anyone. I ain't ducked nothing in my life.
You haven't.
I don't know how to duck, bro.
Tampa Terry.
But here's the deal.
What's up? Wait. Whoa. Are you having to think about something to say? Is that why the big dramatic pause was there? That you had to think about what you were going to say? I'm just asking. Everybody said you're this great master debater, and right now I'm really not that impressed.
Actually, wrong. Wasn't thinking of anything I had to say. I already know what I have to say. I already know 10 steps ahead what I'm going to say, brother. Here's the deal. Let me break it down like this. First of all, I was about to welcome you, to Twitch here into your new, streaming.
Oh, thank you. Here. I mean, you are royalty, Tampa Terry.
Rudely interrupted,
Tampa Terry, you're royalty. You're royalty. And like royalty. I do. Like, I'm marking out to you. Like, I really, really am marking out to you, Tampa Terry. Because I am. I'm a big Tampa Terry mark.
Bless you, brother.
So go ahead. I won't interrupt you anymore.
It goes both ways, brother. One of my first usernames on Twitch, because I've been banned about 100 times from every damn Twitch channel there is, brother. Mm-hmm. So I've gone through a lot of usernames. One of my usernames was Tuddle Army Canada, brother. One of my first ones, brother.
Oh, I mean, that's pretty great. Hey, you know who is talking a lot of trash about you right now in the chat room? I mean, this is almost like
geez, probably a lot of people.
No. Here, I'll hear it out. The guy that's coming at you pretty hardcore is Fozzie Fozzarelli. Fozzie, you know Fozzie? Fozzie.
No, I never heard of him, Jack.
Yeah, whatever. Do not try to job out Fozzie. I am going to be the host, Sean Raz.
But
all right. So like now, all right, hold on, Tampa Terry. I think you are royalty, but I also think that Fozzie is royalty. Vulture, can we pit on two people at the same time? Because I really would like Fozzie to talk to Tampa Terry here. And I would like to have kind of like a round table because Tampa Terry, I mean, you are a big Bubba Mark. So is Fozzie. We can't today. All right, never mind. All right, so go ahead, Tampa Terry. I want to see what you got to say because I would like to get you and Fozzie on the show at the same time.
Well, I'm used to having liberals stepping to me, brother, so that ain't no thing to me, brother. I can handle that dude all day, brother. I'm not sweating some liberal from America. But here's the deal, I'm top caller to the Bubba Show, top caller to a lot of other shows too.
So you're calling Fozzie a liberal,
brother. Now I'm top.
Are you calling Fozzie a liberal?
I'm top caller to this. Well, I mean, if he's stepping to me, brother, he's probably just another liberal hater.
Okay, go ahead. I want to hear this. I'm going to let you have the floor. Tell me when you're done, okay?
he's probably another, Obama worshiping liberal. Probably celebrated on the day that Obama got his Nobel Peace Prize. Probably, has an Obama poster up on the wall that he bows down to, brother.
Yeah.
And now, he's got to hate on me. He's got to hate on a rugged Canadian conservative Christian like me, brother. But I got a lot of haters, brother. And hey, at the end of the day, your haters just make you famous, brother. You know how it is, Jack.
Well, I mean, didn't Jesus have a lot of haters?
Oh yeah, he had a lot of haters, brother. Still does.
Yeah. Now, who are you? Like, if you were an American, like, who would you vote for in 2024?
Oh, I would not vote, brother. I would not take part in your corporate tyranny masquerading as a two-party system, brother.
Yeah, but I mean, would you vote for Trump or Biden?
I'd vote for Trump, brother. In fact, I might have.
Wait, don't
illegally send a ballot from Canada for Trump.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're admitting to maybe some like voter fraud there a little bit? Maybe no.
No, I did not, brother. I'd heard all the stories about that, but no, I don't take part in any of that kind of tomfoolery, brother. You got to remember, I'm also extremely lazy.
Yeah. Well, Tampa Terry, what are you thinking? Give me your opinion of how the show is going. I mean, are you liking it or are you hating it?
Yeah, I'm liking it, brother. I've been following it. Now that you got, you're set up on here and you got the new format, I think it's good. You got you'll be doing some longer streams, which is good. And yeah, I'll be following. I'll be listening, brother. Oh yeah,
Tampa Terry. I mean, do you? I mean, how much pull do you have with Bubba? Like, I mean, do you make it on the air that much?
I mean, I can still get some airtime, but I mean, I wouldn't say I got pull.
All right, so
in the chat room for like the 500th time now.
I know, but like, why? I mean, can't you kind of be like, hey, man, Tuddle's all set up. Like, Tuttle has got like the grade A like equipment that he needs now to be able to do an ancillary show for Bubba, right? I mean, don't you think? Like, I mean, I'm sounding pretty good audio wise, don't you think?
Yeah, audio's good. Video, you got video now. You're on, yeah.
Fozzie is really not liking you. What do you got to say to Fozzie?
I'm used to having haters, brother. I've been having haters since day one.
All right. Well, listen.
I don't know what Fozzie's beef is, aside from the fact that I'm a conservative.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Hey, Tampa Terry, I really appreciate you calling in, man. I'm going to get back to the show. I'm going to be logging off here soon. I really do appreciate you taking the time to give me a call, okay?
All right. Hey, God bless you, brother. Great show, brother. God bless you.
All right, man. See you, Tampa Terry. All right. If you want to give me a call, 407-270-3044. I'm going to play the last little bit of this. I'm going to kind of back it up here a little bit. All right, here we go. How did you get there?
This is a Yamaha.
Can you jam a little bit for me? Just a little bit for my podcast, my video thing here?
Podcast?
Yeah.
Down now?
Hey, there you go. There you go, man. Yeah.
First guitar.
Yeah, wait, really? This is your first guitar?
First one.
Have you taken any lessons at all? Nothing. Well,
He's gonna teach me. I taught him everything.
Well, very cool. Oh, can you play something for me? For real. I get a couple of thousand downloads a day on my audio podcast and my YouTube channel. I lied. Do you want to tell people like how they can check you out?
I don't really have anything.
Okay, all right. I want to see some jamming here. Yeah! Yeah! Guys, I mean, that was pretty badass. Like, this is something that I'm trying to do. Like, do you guys realize, like, and I'm not trying to get you guys to, like, just S my D or anything here. No, I'm not. Like, I'm doing this all on my own. I'm going out. I'm trying to get as much content as I can to be able to, and I'm look at this point, I'm going to look right into the camera. I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm going to look right into the camera, even though I can't see the camera right now. I don't even know if I'm pointing in the right direction of the camera. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I will interview anybody. I will. I really seriously will interview anybody. Matter of fact, Vulture, if you are listening right now, the dual races are on, and I don't even know if he'll be able to talk to me this weekend. Maybe he can do it next week to wrap up the Daytona 500. But I want to talk to my good friend Bob Pockras, because I mean, I love talking to Bob. Bob is like one of the best NASCAR reporters out there. So I would love to talk to Bob Pockras. Oh, here we go. I'm just waiting. This computer's having a hard time. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It's like straight out of like El Mariachi. Like, so yeah, they got a lot of things growing up here. Growing in this area. This used to be the area where all the NASCAR offices used to be at. Now that's a Bass Pro Shop over there. They got a PF Chang's, Menards there. Got a lot of really, really cool things going on here. That building right there is a NASCAR building. That's a pretty badass jacket there, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Are you big been rooting Dale Jr. for a while, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where are you from?
Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Very, very cool. Yeah. Who do you pull for now?
Chase.
Big Chase.
I was telling a lady down there I liked her jacket. I said I'm wearing the red today. I'm wearing the blue the rest of the.
Oh, Jesus. Chase was doing pretty well at that race at the Coliseum there until I accidentally hung up. Tell him to call back again. Jesus Christ. Tell him to call back again. I'll pick it up. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. We got to work out a better system. Really haven't talked about it that much. You really, really have not. All right, here we go. All right. Has that number called in before? No, I don't see that number at all. All right. We're going to try to get that phone call over there. Oh, see, they're not going to even answer now. What the hell? I didn't mean to hang up on you. I really do apologize. Please. You know, it makes me look real pathetic that I'm actually trying to call people. All right, just hang up on it. I want to finish this video.
The Text Now subscriber you're trying to reach.
There we go. Get rid of that. All right, so I'm going to play the rest of this video, and I'm going to get out of here. Let me hit the play button. Kind of wrecked out there a little bit, didn't he? And
that was so fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great race. I wouldn't think on a quarter mile it would have been like that. Dude, where'd you get those glasses from? Those sunglasses are pretty badass.
Right over here at the Bass Pro Shop. I'm not even lying to you.
You know, I used to buy all those lightning sunglasses that Kyle Busch. You remember those big blades that Kyle Busch used to rock, man?
I had a nice pair of.
Here, I'll get rid of that. That was all the video that I had. Anyways, I'm gonna kind of bring that one down. I'm not being impatient. It's just I have a lot that I have to do. Thank you, Fozzie. Yeah, I did have a lot of phone calls, but I mean, like the great Bubba says, I mean, you can't rely on phone calls as a crutch. Even though I do like talking to the listeners and stuff and the supporters. And I do apologize, Vulture. I didn't mean to be impatient there. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. God damn it. I forgot to hit record again. I forgot to hit record on the damn machine. And I got the post-it note there. All right. I'm getting out of here, guys. Anyways, hope you enjoyed tonight's show. You can email me, Tuddle@gmail.com, or leave me a voicemail, 407-270-3044. Gonna go.